In the last stanza, he says, love has no other desire but to fulfill itself. But if you love and must needs have desires, let these be your desires. Okay, then he goes through a list of these things. To melt like a running brook that sings its melody to the night, to know the pain of too much tenderness, to be wounded by your own understanding of love, and to bleed willingly and joyfully. To wake at dawn with a winged heart and give thanks for another day of loving, to rest at the noon hour and meditate love's ecstasy, to return home at eventide with gratitude, and then to sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise upon your lips. Full-time awareness of love. And so this starts to give us an idea of what this love is that he's talking about. How do you remember to love? What does he mean by this full-time awareness of love? If you like, this is a mindfulness practice. But we punctuate it with specific rituals. So what's he talking about here? Melt and be like a running brook, to know the pain of too much tenderness. Be moved by it. Don't resist. Allow yourself to feel what it's moving you to feel as a force within you. Love brings us closer to ourselves. It brings us closer to our ego. It brings us closer to our woundings, if you like. And so naturally brings up a lot of these feelings. If you don't want that, rush off the threshing floor. Instead, if you want to fulfill love in your worldly sense, let it move you. Know the pain of too much tenderness. There's a book called The Ancient Lights, and he talks about the wound of wonder. It's a beautiful way of thinking about it, that there's a wound of wonder, of wonderment. So it's interesting here the amount that or the degree to which he's juxtaposing the joy and the sorrow, the beauty and the pain of love. That they're not separate, they're part of the same thing. To be wounded by your understanding of love, to bleed willingly and joyfully. So you've got this ever-present awareness, you've surrendered to love's direction, and you are a willing participant in the heartbreaking movie. You are a willing participant to the terrifying roller coaster. And it's that autonomous consent, that willingness to participate, that gives you the stability to withstand all of these apparently negative things that he's talking about. The beauty of the poet here is that he takes all of these apparently painful experiences and turns them beautiful. You finish reading this poem and you want to be heartbroken. I don't want to be happy in my relationship. I want someone to break my heart now. I've read Kahlil Gibran. Who can mistreat me the most? Okay, that one. So we want to experience this, or put it another way, that deeper part of you, that the secrets of your hearts wants to experience the wounding that he's talking about, the pain of too much tenderness, the bleeding. We want to bleed. But what allows the wanting and what makes it healthy is the willing participation, the faith, the surrender. Okay, I'll follow you. So how do we maintain this constant awareness? Punctuate the day. When you first wake up, give thanks for another day of loving. Before you eat, at the noon hour, meditate love's ecstasy. Later in the day, when you return home, I'm grateful to be back in the seat of love in my home. Let your home be the center and not the boundary of your affection. I'm back in the center now. And finally, the last thing you do in the evening, sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise upon your lips. A prayer for the beloved. Actually, back to that same book, The Ancient Lights by Davis Grubb. There's a guru in the book, very much a modern day guru, And someone says to him, I don't know how to love God. And so Sweely Leach is the name of the guru. Sweely says to her, who do you love? It's a bit shameful to say, but most of all on the earth, I love my cat. And he says, then go home to your cat, you darling, because that is God. Because that's where I find the pinnacle of my love. Then there it is. Sleep with a prayer for the beloved in your heart and a song of praise upon your lips. Whom do I love? What do I love? There is the praiseworthy thing. Keep contacting it. Remember it. Its joys, its sorrows. Give thanks for it. And give thanks for the objects in the world that allow the love to escape your heart and go out.